My name is Dusko Mazalica, and I come from the Children's Theater of Republic Srpska from Banja Luka, and I'm professional puppet theater actor. With the Nemanja and Andreana, we make Boson. It's a community to promote science with the arts. Now I'm talking about can theater help with science popularization? What is theater? Do you know?
Like the actual definition or?
What theater can be?
Everything.
Everything, yes. We're talking about that, and today, does theater have too much population, too much public? No. Today, science have population of too much science. No. And does you want population to be popular science? Ask me, am I want to be a popular actor? No. Okay, but idea in science, idea in theater is something great. Something great because we can create a new reality. It's okay? Can we go faster? This is very interesting guy. He's too old, but he's very interesting. What is the theater? Theater is empty space, and call it a fair stage. This is stage. This is theater because you have a man walks and some people looking at him. It's okay. Imagine is a very important thing in a theater and in the science. Is okay? Imagine theater and the darkness. Can you imagine that?
Yes.
If you can't, just do that. And in the theater, you have dark. And in one case, one man who doesn't walk, have darkness clothes, hat, like that, and make a light. You can see that light, and you can see the spirit of that light. And in that moment, when you see the spirit of that light, your imagine starts. And that is the theater. Wow. Light disappeared. Where is that light? Because I'm in dark clothes, light disappeared. Ah, God! Who is the God? I don't know. I don't know. In reality, I don't know who is God. But God says, let there be light, and there was a light. Wow, cool. In reality, that was a light, and be light. And in a theater, we know who is a God. In a theater, God is a man in a dark cloth to let the be light. I know, it was a be light. Ah, there's a light in a dark theater. It's a beginning of the one story who we make in a theater when we only imagine that story. You are mostly science here, and you can tell me some appearance in the space, and we can imagine how we to make in the theater. Can you tell me some interesting appearance?
In space.
In space.
I thought about a rainbow first. My first thought was a rainbow, so I don't know if that's good enough for you.
Yes, rainbow is beautiful. Rainbow is romantic. Yes. We can make a rainbow in a theater. We only must have some guys in dark clothes and some lights. Today we have a LED lights who can program different way of the visualization. This is a Roman clothes. This is a some space from the Star Wars. Maybe we can in theater. We can make Star Wars. Some way of control light, and this is a way of make a rainbow. LED light can program and can put in one corner from the theater, and we can make a smoke, and on that smoke we can put a blue light, the green light, and red light, the yellow light, and we can get a rainbow. Okay. My English is no so good, but I try to explain how we in theater, professional theater, make illusions, and how can we make some our imagine. We have two ways: professional theater, and we have theater in whole world. And the way we choose, Nemanja, Andreana, and me, to make a theater with students, with some young people who learn science. And we make Peter Brook is a very interesting guy. We make an interesting process. We have 9 students and some guys who make paintings and some guys who make techniques, and give them homework. Each other of them want to be one planet from the sun system, the solar system, and make own text and make a poem. And we make from that process, we make a theater performance. And I want to show you that performance. Is it okay? Nemanja, can you help me? Yeah. And I must, please, Nemanja, tell something. Please, tell something clever and try to teleport. Please. Please, I beg you. Try to teleport. Please. Teleport? Yes. From here to there. Okay.
I will try. I will try my best.
Okay? Try it.
Can I try with Harry Potter Abracadabra or...
Yes! Yes! Le Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, yes.
Le Harry Potter.
Le Harry Potter, yes. Abracadabra. Important? No. It's not, I didn't really actually need it. Oh, I did.
Danas ćemo da radimo jedno meni vrlo drago temu. Pričat ćemo o sunčevom sistemu. Šta znate o sunčevom sistemu?
A da imaju planete u njemu.
Bravo, bravo, bravo. Dakle, sunčev sistem je jedan sistem u kojem se u centru nalazi zvijezda Sunce, a oko nje kruže planete, asteroidi, meteoriti, komete i tako dalje. E sad, to nije moglo da postoji oduvijek, jel' tako? Moralo je nekako da nastane. E sad, Sunce je nastalo iz jednog velikog oblaka, prašine, gas, led. I kako je uslijed sopstvene gravitacije počelo da se saživa, rodila se zvijezda, Sunce, naše Sunce. A oko njega kružile su planete koje su nastale od ostataka tog velikog oblaka koje se nalazi ovdje. Teži elementi su ostali blizu, a lakši elementi, pošto je Sunce, kao i mladi ljudi, kad je mlado, dosta aktivno, tako? Ono je svojim sunčevim vjetrovima oduvao materijal ka van. Tako da, od težih elemenata blizu našeg Sunca stvorile su se planete slične Zemlji. A one koje su oduvane, njih tog materijala stvorio se Jupiter Saturn, Uran i Neptun, jednim imenom kasniti. No, sve što počne mora i da završi, tako? Tako je da naše sunce, kada potroši svu tu svoju energiju, ono će da se naduva, postaće crveni džin. Njegova veličina doće skoro do planete Marsa.
Što znači da ćemo sigurni? Evo da.
Da.
Hvala.
No, vi danas, djeco, imate jedan zadatak. Da. Potrebno mi je da izmaštate i odigrate ovo što sam vam sad pričao. Opustite se, uživajte.
Profesor, ja ne znam da igram, da pjevam, da...
Ti znaš da crtaš?
Znam.
Pa ovdje crtaj. Izvolite, djeco.
Ja sam sunce i kralj sam vaš, vladati vama milo mi je baš, ovim sistemom samo ja carujem.
Okay, sorry for interrupting, but we don't have enough time to
be continued.
It's going to be presented tomorrow for like the complete show. What I wanted to tell, like at the for the end, is actually we have a different, like we have a professional theater where the message you are sending is actually the public that's watching the show. But this one is actually the key is to send the message to the kids that they are involved in the making this kind of performance. So their interaction during the 6 months, it was like real scientific research, and also this artistic investigation of themselves. And the thing is, when we started, Dusko and I, to talk about how we can use actually theater to promote science, and I started thinking about it during the previous Connect meetings. And we started talking about, I'm really in love in theater. I love everything about theater. So when I met Dusko, I was just wanted to know more and more about how they actually do the things in the theater, how they prepare the shows and everything. And I realized the method is quite similar. Because first you have a problem, like in science, you have a problem you want to solve. You are looking for a truth, and truth doesn't exist, as we know in science. We can make a hypothesis and we can try to discourage the hypothesis, but we can never actually prove the hypothesis. That's the science. The same thing we have in the theater. Is actually you have the truth that you are trying to, and in art, you have a truth that you are trying to reach, and you have different methods of preparation coming to that, let's say, ultimate goal of finding the actually truth. So the similar process was actually involved with the kids. They had a topic, they had to research about that topic, they had to find everything what they can find about the given topic. And then they had to summarize. Like you're writing the paper, let's say introduction part. You're writing paper, introduction, you summarize everything you know about the given topic. And it's the hardest part of the paper, am I right, to write the introduction. Then you have the method what you want to do with that topic. And it's similar here. So kids actually walk through the complete scientific process, but having fun all the time. It's not like they have to do it for a mark or for anything. They had fun all the time because they were playing and they were thinking they were doing something useful. And that's a real problem. I'm going to talk that in Thursday about that topic. The point when you make the kids that they are actually fool them or trick them that they are actually doing something useful with what they are studying. Most of the time they feel like it's completely useless time spent. So here they're actually making the show. Maybe they want to be a popular actor, not like Dusko, who doesn't want to be a popular actor, but he is. Nevertheless, you don't want, but you become. Or maybe they want to be seen by their friends, by their family, how they actually perform on the stage. And that's a cool thing. They have a goal. They have a motivation. And with that motivation in mind, you actually trick them to do some scientific research. And that's our goal. Main goal is actually for them to make them to do the research. So I'm going to talk more about in this on Thursday. In some point of this making the show, kids wanted. We said, okay, it's a show. You can have artistic freedom to. It doesn't have to be so scientifically precise about what you are telling in your text or your performance. But they actually asked us to make it more scientifically precise. All the points of the show. And that was for me, it was a proud moment of the project when they were demanding to make better text, more accurate text, and yeah, that's really fun fact. So, I'm just going to finish thank you, Dusko.
Thank you, Nemanja, because Thank you, all guys.
We have some questions, we can talk during the coffee break. It's now. Or...
I actually have one question, maybe right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sasha.
You said you do puppet theater, right?
Yes, I work in puppet theater because puppet theater is have too much possibilities to make illusions.
But puppets are really like puppets.
Like puppets, marionettes, and
have you ever used that for science?
Yes, we can use that for science.
How did you do that?
No.
Jeste koristio već.
No. But I know we in some way in one performance we play Odyssey from Greek mythology, and puppet was a sea. Our 5 guys made from the big platno, как скажешь platno? Sheet. From big sheet and blue light, we make a sea and make a storm sea and make all creatures from mythology Odyssey. And in a puppet theater, everything can be a puppet.
Yeah, because you can. The imagination is your own limit.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, we start talking about. I showed him our mobile planetarium we have at the University of Banja Luka. It's a beautiful mobile planetarium. If you come to visit Banja Luka, come to see our show. And I showed him our presentation there, and he said, "Okay, we can take some puppets, we have a like completely dark room. We can put light however we want, and let's make a like performance with some like two puppets and the dark and some light in that. Yes. So the idea, first idea was actually to do the puppet thing about the scientific topic.
Yes, your kid have a weird planes, and my kid have a Lego Ninjago.
So we actually wanted to come play with our kids in the planetarium and try to make something out of it.
You can only have a light from the planetarium, from projector, and not, on that light you can put the objects. You make objects from a cartoon to painting object on a cartoon and take a play with the cartoon with the shadows on.
And we can also show like the, but maybe we can do that later.
How did you see the engagement to the students? How do you select? How do you connect? How did you connect to the students, and how did you approach them and maybe inspire them to participate?
Okay, let's say when Mirza firstly like he called me, we are having a project like something science art with CERN, and I was like, wow, we need an artist, we need a high school teacher, and some professional science. And actually, Andriana, she's here. She's a high school teacher that I know. She was my student, and like not actually my student, but yeah, nevertheless. And I called her because she was very active on the festivals of science, researchers night, and like with the kids winning a lot of prizes. And I was like, okay, she's really working with her students. So I invited her, and she did the miracle, finding those like group of talented people. So it's a question for her.
So a question to you: how difficult it is to find, or how did you approach your students? What was the trick to inspire them to participate? And how many students? How did you select the students to participate? Because there was a huge number of students on the stage, which is amazing.
I asked them if they want, but first, I have science class in school, and students come there and ask me they want to do something or be part of some kind of school project. And then I ask them what they want to do. Sometimes not physics, it's biology, chemistry, just drive, painting, something like that. Sometimes I have studies like programming and nothing else. And then I connect it in a big image. And then it's something to make every year we have some floor or something such, and report. And on the end of the year, we have presentations. Sometimes the presentations go on a competition. But last year, Nemanja asked me whether I want to be part of this project. And yes, I want. Okay. Then I asked my students, and they wanted to be part of this. And then, of course, I asked them, do they want to act or play or something else, play guitar or paint or programming? That's selection.
Yeah, I have to, like, if you go through this room and ask people, they all have some hobbies. And people usually have the misconception about what acting is about. It's not like you are going to the stage and pretending to be someone else that you're not. It's not about that. That's a fake. That's really fake. The thing is, they all have some talents, and if you put them in the spotlight and let them be themselves, and that's what actually Dusko did with them. Like, they have like enormous numbers of talents. Those kids were really amazing. Like, I was ashamed standing next to them. Like, you are like, I don't know, crazy. And then they like, he put them like, okay, what do you do best? And I'm painting. Okay, what do you do best? I'm writing. I'm dancing. I'm playing the instrument. Okay, let's make a performance out of that. Maya is a great painter, and Maya says, "I want to work with you, but I don't want." And on start process, we tell Maya, okay, you make a diary from your paintings, diary of the process of the making performance. And now we have a diary with the paintings and with her text, and we can. She was writing everything what was going on during the rehearsals, and it's sadly we have to translate this to English. Actually, you says on the beginning of the project, you says make the diary. You remember? Yes. And I only forward that instruction to Maya, and the Maya made a great artificial diary.
I think it is amazing. And this is what I really appreciate to add on this diary is some photos of the making of the real people. So if you add some photos of the people participating, yes, here they are.
It's everything is here already.
I mean, what they created there is particular. This is one of the examples, best practice examples actually, and also how you implement it and how you select it and implement the students. Because in my experience, it's exactly the same to identify the talents and the inner motivation of the participants, and then they engage much more and they come up with ideas. We as organizers and supervisors never think of. Because when I work with students, they have hidden talents. You were completely astonished and amazed what kind of quality they have in their own. So if you demonstrated how you enhance these talents and how you put it on stage. So congratulations to this amazing work. Nemanja, can you put this diary also on the Connect webpage so everybody can also read it?
Yes, of course, but yeah, we have a plan to make from this diary. We have to publicate like how I say new way to teaching young people and promote.
Okay, let's have community.
Yeah, great idea.